Welcome to my page. Here I will help you with your property journey. The new Fitness for Human Habitation standards in Wales represent one of the most significant compliance challenges facing landlords today. And if you're not already implementing comprehensive measures to meet these requirements, you could be facing substantial penalties, compensation claims, and even possession proceedings against you. Under the Renting Homes Wales Act 2016, these standards aren't just recommendations or best practices, they're legal obligations that apply throughout the entire occupation period, not just at the start of a tenancy. And the consequences for non-compliance are far more severe than anything we've seen in previous housing legislation. The fundamental principle behind these new standards is that every rental property in Wales must be fit for human habitation at all times during occupation, which means you cannot simply ensure compliance at the beginning of a tenancy and then neglect ongoing maintenance and safety requirements. This represents a dramatic shift from previous approaches, where landlords might address issues reactively when tenants complained. Now you have a proactive legal duty to maintain fitness standards continuously, and tenants have enhanced rights to seek compensation and remedies when these standards aren't met. The core fitness requirements cover several critical areas that you must monitor and maintain throughout every tenancy. Your property must have adequate heating systems that can maintain reasonable temperatures in all habitable rooms during cold weather, along with proper ventilation that prevents condensation, dampness, and indoor air quality problems. The electrical installation must be safe and compliant with current regulations, which means regular testing and certification by qualified electricians, not just basic visual inspections. Water supply and drainage systems must function properly without leaks, blockages, or contamination risks. And sanitation facilities must be adequate for the number of occupants and maintained in hygienic condition. Structural integrity represents another crucial aspect of fitness standards, requiring that walls, floors, ceilings, windows, and doors are sound and secure without significant defects that could affect habitability or safety. This includes ensuring that roofing is weatherproof, preventing water ingress that could lead to dampness or structural damage. The property must also be free from serious infestations of pests or vermin, which requires not just reactive treatment when problems arise, but preventive measures to avoid infestations developing in the first place. One of the most challenging aspects of the new standards is the requirement to maintain properties free from serious dampness and mould problems. This goes beyond simply treating visible mould when it appears. You need to address underlying causes such as poor ventilation, inadequate heating, structural defects that allow water ingress, or plumbing leaks that create moisture problems. The standards recognise that dampness and mould can seriously affect occupants' health, particularly those with respiratory conditions or compromised immune systems, so the threshold for what constitutes unacceptable conditions is much lower than many landlords might expect. Practical compliance requires a systematic approach that goes far beyond basic property maintenance. You need to establish regular inspection schedules that cover all aspects of fitness standards, not just the obvious maintenance issues like heating and plumbing. This includes annual electrical safety checks by qualified electricians, regular gas safety inspections where applicable, periodic structural assessments to identify potential problems before they become serious, and ongoing monitoring of dampness and ventilation issues. Documentation of all these activities is crucial because you may need to prove compliance in disputes or legal proceedings. The financial implications of the new fitness standards are substantial and affect both ongoing costs and potential liabilities. Regular professional inspections and maintenance activities increase your operational expenses, but the cost of non-compliance can be far higher. Compensation payments to tenants for fitness standard breaches can amount to thousands of pounds, particularly if problems persist for extended periods. Legal costs for defending possession proceedings or responding to local authority enforcement action can also be significant, and these costs are entirely avoidable through proper compliance. The interaction between fitness standards and other regulatory requirements creates additional complexity that many landlords overlook. Energy efficiency requirements, fire safety regulations, licensing conditions, and planning restrictions all intersect with fitness standards in ways that can create conflicting obligations or additional compliance costs. Understanding these interactions and developing integrated compliance strategies is essential for avoiding regulatory conflicts and ensuring comprehensive property management. Regular property audits represent the most effective approach to ensuring ongoing compliance with fitness standards. These audits should cover all aspects of the requirements using standardized checklists that ensure nothing is overlooked. Professional property management companies often provide audit services, but landlords managing their own properties need to develop systematic approaches using qualified contractors for technical assessments. The key is consistency and documentation. You need to be able to demonstrate ongoing compliance efforts even when problems do arise. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video, and if you found this useful, please like it or share it with friends and family who would benefit from the content.